I'm Lisa, and I'm the mom half of this duo.
And I'm Shada. I'm Lisa's daughter. And welcome to Two Peas in a Plot, our little corner of the internet where we talk all things books.
We read across genres and love everything from underrated gems to longtime favorites.
And just a quick heads up while we try to avoid spoilers, we do talk about what we liked or didn't. So there might be a few light spoilers along the way just to give you some context.
So if you love stories and want to grow your TBR, hit that subscribe button and join the plot. Hello, everyone. Today we have a book called Just Another Meet Cute. The author is Jenn P. Nguyen. It was adorable. I think this is considered a YA novel. It's
Yeah.
by Scholastic and it was published this year. I'm not sure what month, but the year of 2025. And it was adorable. It's a really different take on, I guess, falling for another guy because this girl goes on a hike and she meets this cute boy on the trail. And I don't want to give too much away. It's just adorable. But he has to leave suddenly. They click immediately, and he leaves and she has his jacket. And then the story starts with her trying to find the boy to give him back his jacket, and there's a few identifying things in his pocket that helps her find and track him down. Well, she tracks him down and she's like, she's not stalking him literally, but she stalks him to run into him, and she knocks him and she saves him basically from an accident. Well, come to find out, it's his twin. But she thinks she remembers things incorrectly about, she thought his name was Ian, but it's really Ryan. And it's just, it almost gives me the feeling of the Parent Trap. But it's not with parents, but it's with twins. And she's trying to figure out why these things aren't making sense, but she goes with it and she just feels she got his name incorrectly. And she has a lovely relationship with Ryan. And I expected not to like Ryan because of twins, and she clicks with Ian. And I figured Ryan would be mean to her or whatever, but it's just adorable, sweet. Ryan is just as good of a guy as Ian, but I don't want to spoil it who she gets together with. But absolutely adorable. I loved it, Shada. I think you would like. I've read this author's first two books and thoroughly enjoyed them. I know I'm older, but just sweet books. I wish I could have had something like this when I was growing up to read. I would have just gobbled it up and read it in like one sitting.
Well, and I got to read this very early on, before it was published, before it went out on, I guess, submission. Read this novel in its current incarnation, but I was very, very lucky to read it in, I don't know how early draft form, but Jen has been one of my writing buddies since like 2010, and we're recording this in 2025, so that's like
Wow,
15
that's
years.
wow,
It's a
I didn't
long
know.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's me, Jen, and Rachel, who Rachel is a publishing powerhouse of her own. She's indie and she has lots of different pen names and genres that she writes under.
Mm.
She writes a lot of different things. Jen is now, everyone knows I am not a romance reader. And when I was reading, she wanted another set of eyes, and she specifically asked me because she was like, I know you won't. I know the romance itself is good, but I want your feedback on everything else around it. And I remember something that I really loved is that Ian and Ryan have this huge Vietnamese family, and they have I think the grandma is like the matriarch of the family, and they have this like she goes over to their house at one point early on, I think. I don't think it's giving too
Yeah.
much away. And
Mm-mm.
of course, shenanigans ensue, but she's really struck by she has a very small, the main character has a very small family, and Ian and Ryan have a huge family, and it's, everyone's like eating together, making fun of each other. Like it's a I really enjoyed the family dynamics of Ian and Ryan's family, but also um the main character has a cousin and they're best friends, and I really love the cousin too. And Jen is thinking about, I don't want to give too much away, but she's thinking about doing a spinoff with the cousin, which I would
Oh.
love. Because the cousin is a like a chef, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
an aspiring chef.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I've been asking for that book because
That's
I want to see that book.
you're right. I forgot about the family dynamics, and I love that. It's just lovely how they get together. I think they were getting together on Sunday. I guess the grandma makes, I forget what type of food that takes a really long time, and they all come together. So she meets this huge family that embrace her right away, of course.
Yeah, I loved that. And there are also elements of like obviously, especially juxtaposed to the twins family. She has a very small family. It's just her and her mom, and I think she's staying with her cousins, or the cousin and her aunt are
Yeah.
visiting. Um, oh, and a side note, the story takes place in the Austin area. And since we're sort of from the greater Austin area, I was the expert for this novel, which is not saying much because I don't go out a whole lot, but it was fun. It was extra fun to read knowing that, oh, this is taking place in Austin. But I know our main character has to deal with some family things on her own, some unresolved issues and these kind of emotions that she's working through. So I think aside from the romance, which Jen is like, I I think I interrupted myself way early on, but what I was gonna say was Jen is a consummate romance writer, and I don't seek out romance, but anytime I read one of Jen's books, I know I'm going to have a fantastic time and the romance is going to be so sweet and adorable and just like pitch perfect. So I guess if you're like me and you're on the fence about like, well, I don't really read romance, any of Jen's books I would absolutely read. They're just I I don't know if you ever get this feeling, when you like there's an author you really like and maybe they write different things. Jen definitely writes YA romance. Like that's her niche. But there are some authors that I love and they kind of write all over the place. But I know if I'm getting that author's book, I know I'm going to love it. And so you feel very safe with that author. And I feel like Jen, I feel very safe reading her book. Like I know I'm going to get an experience that I'm going to really enjoy.
I agree with that. I went through a long period in my life which I just loved romances. I started with Harlequin and went on, and now I'm not so interested in it. Maybe I've been married a long time, and I love my husband. We love each other. We're going on, I think, 40 years next year, but
Oh my God.
and we got married
Oh,
kind of late.
no, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can you believe it? I can't
Yeah.
believe it.
I can and I can't. I
I
feel it.
know.
Yeah.
But I guess I've always been a mystery lover. But Jen's book, and I'm not saying this, I've never met her. I read the first one. Shada told me, I don't know how we got onto it, but when I read her first one, I just fell in love with her as an author. And I like that it's not all on the romance per se, it's a relationship that is evolving. Obviously, it's just a sweet romantic relationship. And I don't want all the extra spice, I guess you call it now. At least not for me. But I love her books because of I wouldn't say intricacies, but the relationships that go on throughout the book. And a lot of them, by the end of it, everything gets resolved and in a very organic and real feel way. It's just lovely. It's just a lovely book. And I'm not being prejudiced because it's Shada's book buddy or whatever you call your all support group,
Writing buddy, yeah,
writing
author
buddies. Yeah.
friends.
I just really like her books and I can't wait for the next one. So a shout out to Jenn P. Nguyen in her book, Just Another Meet Cute. It's just adorable. And like I said, with the twins, it's a different take on it. And you like both of them. It's just, I don't have the words for it, but it's really interesting and a cute read. Loved it. Loved the book. So, all in all, I think we both agree that this is a wonderful read. And again, the book is called Just Another Meet Cute by Jenn P. Nguyen. And we appreciate you hanging out with us. Thanks for being here and talking books with us.
And if you love stories and want to grow your TBR, hit that subscribe button and join the plot with us. And we'll see you in the next chapter. Bye, y'all.
Bye.